How's everybody doing? God bless. I made a lot of videos and I'm going to go over them now. Down here I talked about, well, I will start out with this first. Dr. Tamara left a comment in my last video. Right here. Dr. Tamara made a comment in my last video. She didn't email me. David did. She has a hard time watching things without getting a headache. The bright lights of the computer and stuff give her problems. But I'm glad that she commented in my last video. And this video right now is about everything that's going on. And I will go over it right now. In this video I said watch Damascus, watch Jerusalem, Israel, what's going on. We would leave about this time. And I'm going to go over everything because I have made videos in everything that's pointing to this time. My most recent, I talked about the 400 years. The 400 years are up. I talked about this. The 400 years, this is in Genesis 15. I've been talking about this. There's even more information. The tree that they had in Obama, and they had the tree at the Queen's Jubilee. The tree, that's what it's all about. Cutting the tree down. This is all about the tree. I will go over this later, but there's a lot of stuff to go over, and I will go over it now. So I showed this in my videos. These videos right here. My most recent ones. These ones right here, the 400 years in my most recent videos. I've talked about this, Isaiah. The burden of the desert of the sea, whirlwinds pass through and cometh from the desert from a terrible land. This is coming this weekend, as I said before. But it could even get worse. If we're here past the 14th, this has just started. This could get even worse. In Isaiah 21, this is when Babylon's destroyed. Isaiah 21, Babylon is fallen, and his graven image of God hath broken unto the ground. This is Isaiah 21. This is when we leave. Babylon is fallen, right here. Is fallen. It says it twice. This is also in Revelation 18, as I have said before, when we leave. A mighty cry saying, Babylon the Great has fallen, is fallen. The exact same thing it says in Isaiah 21. So review for a lot of you. So this is another thing I've watching. I talked about this before, Jeremiah. So you got Isaiah, you have Revelations, you have Genesis, you have right here, this is Jeremiah. Says right there, therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land as I have punished the king of Assyria. Syria, as what's going on now, and that's why I'm making this video. Many people have sent me videos on what's going on, and I saw them too, but I figured I would go over them. So right here, both of them, Syria and Babylon. It says right here in Jeremiah, just like I said, Jeremiah 50, it says right here, when Babylon falls, it says, O lo, I will rise nations to come up against Babylon, and assemble great nations with the north country, and shall assemble themselves array against her. That she shall be taken, their arrows shall be as mighty expert men, and none shall return in vain. Well, that's what's going on right now. Here's one video. This is one. There has been many videos today. They're rising up against Babylon.
number 10, 2022, published in the official Gazette. So, meaning they won't just...
So, this is a video on it. I've seen many people say stuff about this. So there, right here. This was just today. Nicaragua authorized deployment of Russian military forces. So military forces are going into Nicaragua. This is on the Americas, our continent. So, exactly what it says in Jeremiah right here. I've also heard they're in Canada. They're doing drills in the Pacific. They're raising up against her right here. But what happens first? As I've been saying, and I made a video and put it on my backup channel about this. Watch Israel in Damascus. Well, a lot of people sent me this. Even doctors sent me this. Or told me to look at this. I had already seen it, but...
Shalom, everyone. This is Amir Tsafati, and I'm from the Sea of Galilee, as you can see behind me. It's Shabbat. Just want to give you a quick update on something that happened right here. You see, these are the Golan Heights. And shortly after 4 a.m., surface-to-surface missiles were launched from here, from the Golan Heights, towards the international airport in Damascus. We destroyed some of the runway. We hit hard the control tower, and we destroyed much of the weapon that arrived on the flights from Tehran in the last 36 hours. This is the second strike on the same area within the last 5 days. This time, the damage to the Syrians was so bad that they had to reroute all the flights from the Damascus airport to the Aleppo airport.
So this is going down. It's going down very shortly. Now, so in other words, as I said in Jeremiah 50, I made a video yesterday on this, on my backup channel. In this update right there, there's Assad. There's Assad right there. I made a video yesterday on Assad, and that we should be watching for something to happen to Syria, Damascus, and this should happen before we leave. And then we know from Jeremiah 50, then we are attacked. Israel attacks Damascus. Assad could get killed. This is in Jeremiah 50. I've had videos on this before. I'll punish the king of Babylon. I showed this in this video right here, my last video on my backup channel a day ago, that we watch for this. And then today, this is happening. Because as it says in Jeremiah 50 right here, it says, "Thus for the God of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land as I have punished the king of Assyria." So this is going down right now. As I made a video yesterday about this, and today it's happening, because this is something we should watch. These are all Bible verses and prophecies that we should be watching right here. Damascus. I showed the Bible verses in here, and I showed that I'm expecting something to happen to Assad. So this is what should be happening. And he says it right here.
And then get the passengers to use buses back to Damascus. Folks, Iran is in defiance right now with the International Atomic Energy Agency. The Iranians disconnected over 30 different surveillance cameras. The Iranians installed the brand new centrifuges and began to enrich uranium to 90%. what I'm trying to tell you is that the decision was made, and now they're moving forward. This is it. So side by side with moving forward with their plan for nuclear bomb, they also continue to smuggle tons of stuff to Syria. So at the right time, they can hit Israel from much closer than Iran itself.
So Israel's not going to let that happen. So they're going to attack them. So exactly what I said in this video right here, yesterday. Right here, yesterday I said it in this video on my backup channel. That's what's going down right now. This is what we should watch for. Keep our eye on Damascus and Syria. I believe that there's going to be a bomb that will kill Assad. They'll take it out and Assad will be killed.
A lot of stuff is going on behind the scenes that I'm not allowed to talk to you about. But I can tell you, again, for those of you who join me, if you follow me on television, is the end of the story. So all that is left... Now, by the way, I need to think if I can share that. Just a second. An hour ago said that they just found out that Israel has a very... Israel has a plan of action, and they said that they're waiting for it because that will give them the reason to wipe out Israel from the map. Now look how peaceful the Sea of Galilee is. I mean, look at this. This is Tiberias, that's the Galilee, the Sea of Galilee, and the Golan Heights above. It's a beautiful Shabbat, but there is so much that is going on behind the scenes.
So like I say, they're not going to let that happen. They're going to attack them, and they're going to nuke them. Maybe it could be a nuke. That could be a fulfillment of Jeremiah 50 right here, which this would be us, of course. This is when we leave. I'll rise up and come against Babylon, assembly of great nations. This is also right here. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon as I have punished the king of Assyria. So this would happen first. And I made a video yesterday about this right here on my backup channel. And this is what I was looking for to happen, because this would be fulfillment of this right here. Assyria goes, Damascus is, something happens in Damascus and the king's gone. This Assad is gone. And then Babylon. Babylon's next. So as you can see this right here, as I showed here, and as I showed here, we don't have long, is Russia's bringing forces into Nicaragua right here. This happened today. So this is lining up. This is lining up for Jeremiah 50, as I said right here. Right here, I showed Genesis, which this is lining up. All these prophecies are being fulfilled right before our eyes. I've been talking about this for a long time, which it's coming this weekend. We'll have to see. Something could happen. Boom, boom. This could happen tomorrow, maybe after the Shabbat, because I'm on my Shabbat too. Could happen Sunday or Monday. And then of course, Babylon's destroyed. So that's what I'm watching. Yes, we all looking at dates, but I'm looking at what the Bible says. Here's another one. Babylon is falling. This is also fallen, Babylon, inhabitants, devils. This right here is, this is the same thing right here. Babylon is fallen as Isaiah 21, with the desert cease from a terrible land. I made a video about that today, and I talked about it. So it's a short video. I hope you're all doing well. This give you encouragement. I put it in this video right here about the sands. I did it today. So these are all the Bible verses. I will go over it one more time, being redundant. Right there, you have these two right here. They go with Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50 right here. Damascus, Syria, Damascus, and Babylon. I talked about this in my video a day ago. The slavery, 400 years are up. Genesis right here, this is the slavery. Isaiah 21. Babylon has fallen. Same thing as Revelation 18. I could go into Ezekiel too, but I mean this is all over. I mean, so I wanted to make a short video. God bless. I'll have this out in the morning. We'll have a live stream. God bless.